Blessings. Don't mind me. I have a horrible cold, and I ain't afraid of looking ugly on the internet. I'm not vain. I don't care. God put a word on my heart this morning, and I want to share it with you guys because I'm sure there's other women who are struggling the way I have in my walk with Christ and with my husband. Just a quick schmeal. I guess my dog's gonna ruin this video. Lucy! Shut up. Please and thank you. So sorry, you guys. My dog thinks that nobody else should exist on this earth except for people that she knows. So if somebody walks past my window, that's what happens. Anyway, I got on here because I've been with my husband for 16 years. And he didn't believe in the Bible, just thought it was a book, was not raised in a Christian home, and didn't really know the Lord. And I had a really bad, those of you who have watched my channel know, I've had a rough childhood trauma, and excuse me, it led to my Vicodin addiction and alcohol, which I have been 4.5 years clean from because I rededicated my life. I gave my life to Jesus when I was a little girl, but because of trauma and bad guidance and myself making poor decisions, I strayed. You know, we've all fallen short. So basically what I'm trying to say is 4.5 years ago I went to the Lord. I've been clean since then. I work in ministry, and the Lord has done great things in my life. And when I surrendered to Him 4.5 years ago, I told Him, you can have my husband, you can have my life, you can have everything. And I truly thought in my mind that I had to leave because my husband was, I thought, this is what I thought, my husband was spiritually draining me because he was not walking with the Lord and I was. So I thought he was pulling me away and that I didn't need to be with him. I never got the okay from the Lord to leave. So I just started interceding for him 4.5 years ago. I started interceding for him. And I just gave everything to the Lord. Just, Lord, please help him seek you. Help him know the way, the truth, and the life. Help him know Jesus. And help him be the godly man that you created him to be. And help us to grow in our faith together. Well, let's fast forward. This was 4.5 years ago. And now we fast forward. I've been sober for 4.5 years. And my husband has been going to church with me for over 2 years now. And he dedicated his life to the Lord a few months ago. And we started taking classes as a married couple with our pastor. And he is getting baptized this summer. My point of this is, God can do anything. Anything. And if you're a wife of someone and you know the Lord and you're walking with the Lord and your husband's not, and he's not treating you right and he's not living right, and don't just walk away unless the Lord himself, because there are cases where people are being abused and the Lord, tells you need to leave. Unless you get an okay from the Lord, do not leave. You intercede for your husband. You intercede for him, pray for him every single day. That's what I did for 4 years. Every single day, Lord, please, Lord, please. I'm married to a totally different man, and I'm okay with that. Because this man is loving, caring, He loves the Lord. He's trying to learn. Um, our marriage is so much better. He loves me like Christ loves the church, like God intended husbands to love their wives. And I just wanted to let all the women know, just because it gets uncomfortable, if your spouse, your husband doesn't believe and you're a believer, doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave unless the Lord plainly tells you to. 99% of the time, the Lord wants you to intercede and trust Him to bless your marriage and bless your husband and bring you guys in unity with Him. So don't give up hope. Listen to the Lord, and God can do anything. And like I said, my marriage is beyond blessed now, and it was horrible to be when it, before I interceded for my husband, it was horrible, but now it's great, and we have the love of Christ for each other, and so don't give up unless the Lord tells you to. Peace and blessings, everyone. I love you all. Don't mind my cold. Don't mind me looking busted on camera. Like I said, I'm not vain. I really could care less what people think of my looks, because my looks is not who I am. So I just wanted to share that word this morning, that if you're a woman struggle, or even a man married, and you're a believer and your wife isn't and is struggling, intercede for them. Intercede for your wife or your husband. Give it to the Lord, and the Lord will lead and guide you on what to do. All right. Peace and blessings, guys. I love you, and have a blessed day.